Champagne Gang, FizzFam, Confidante. Welcome in for a quick little sip, savor, and spill. The place where we mix a dash of drama, a splash of tea, and serve it all up with a side of wisdom. And today, we're diving into a sushi saga that's got Seattle buzzing, TikTok exploding, and sushi lovers everywhere rethinking their orders, or not. So buckle up and hold on to your chopsticks because this one is raw in all the wrong ways. Alright, so here's the spiel. Popular food critic Keith Lee. And if you don't know who Keith Lee is, he is a former MMA fighter turned TikTok sensation with over 16 million followers who shares food reviews of restaurants to food trucks, and his reviews have been known to either bring more customers or repel them away. Keith Lee's reviews have been known to make or break a restaurant with just one review. Well, he recently visited FOB Sushi Bar in Seattle and gave his review.
It's sushi, but sushi done in the most unique way that I've ever seen in my entire life. I got it, let's try it, and rated 1 to 10. I spent $15. The name of this restaurant is FOB Sushi Bar, and it was one of the most recommended places since we've been here. What makes it so unique is the ordering process. All of the sushi is sold by the pound, and it's buffet style. So you go in, you grab a box. They have an option of 2 sizes, large or small. Once you pick the box, you grab a tong, and you go down the line, and you pick the sushi that you want. And it's $14.99 per pound. They have over 30 different options, but the only thing for me is that I have a shellfish allergy. So most of the options that they had was fully contained with shellfish, but I still managed to get like 10 pieces. So I'm gonna show you that I got, and we're gonna try it and rate it 1 to 10. I got a big box because I thought I was gonna be able to get a lot more. Filling this whole box is probably $30 to $50, I would have to assume, and look how much you would get. Instead of showing them one by one, I'm gonna just pick them up as we go. We're gonna start classic, salmon nigiri. In my opinion, the rice is definitely overcooked. It's very gummy, but the salmon is fresh. It's not the freshest salmon I've ever had, but it's not bad. In my opinion, it's right in the middle. 5 out of 10. I put soy sauce on all of these too, by the way. This is spicy salmon belly with chili oil on top. Same thing, the salmon is fresh, the rice is overcooked. I do like the addition of chili oil. It goes a little bit higher for me, 6.5 out of 10. Yellowtail nigiri. That's way fresher, way snappier. The rice is still very overcooked, which is killing me in my opinion. If it wasn't for the rice, this would be very high. 6.5 out of 10. If the rice was cooked right, I feel like this would be like an 8 out of 10. Review that. Hamachi with salt and pepper. That's my favorite one. You can see the rice. See, you can see the texture of the rice. Especially when it comes to nigiri, it's such a simple dish, and the rice is a huge component.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
But this as a sashimi, this high, 8.5 out of 10. And especially for the price, I would come just for that by itself. This is a bluefin tuna gunkin. Please forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. Quality-wise, I feel like this is somewhere in between like Miami and Japan. It's not as fresh as Japan, but it's a little fresher than Miami, if that makes any sense. Because I feel like Miami had really good sushi. For me, this is an 8 out of 10. Overall, this absolutely is a place that I would come back to. And I can see if you love sushi and you don't have a shellfish allergy, this is heaven. You go in there with $15, you walk out with 12 pieces, and you can have crab and shrimp. You can walk out with all kind of stuff. And it seems like it's a very popular spot because as we speak, the line is out the door. And as always, I pray and hope after this, they continue to reach their target audience. God bless you. Have an amazing day. I'll be safe.
But you know the internet is infamous for slowing things down, zooming in and dissecting every little detail. And boy, did they find it, allegedly. One eagle-eyed follower did just that. And what they found? Wait for it. They saw something moving on a piece of fish.
News. Everyone is concerned for Keith Lee. So Keith Lee recently had sushi at a sushi bar called FOB Sushi in Seattle. But it was a mistake. It's a super popular sushi spot where you buy sushi by weight and they charge $15 a pound. However, while he was reviewing the sushi back in his car, people spotted something unexpected. Keith Lee ate some sort of parasite or worm and he didn't even realize. And people were quick to comment on the situation to warn Keith Lee what happened, but he has yet to make a video and many are thinking he might be sick. Everyone is demanding answers, and they're not happy with Bob's Sushi, not just because of Keith Lee, but also because it's a really popular sushi spot, and the people who like to go there often are just finding out that have parasites in their sushi, which could be due to the fish being handled wrong, or it's simply not good enough quality to be used for a sushi. But now FOB Sushi has also made a statement to everyone everyone who's questioning them, and they're claiming this wasn't a parasite. Meanwhile, it clearly looks like it was. It seems like they're trying to protect the reputation. Even though Keith Lee definitely had something in the sushi EA, he's most definitely going to have to get treatment now since these parasites can really make you sick. But now everyone is waiting for an update from Keith Lee, and they're hoping he's going to be okay after this whole situation.
And yep, you guessed it, the internet went wild, and so began Wormgate.
We may be now seeing the final days of Keith Lee, as many are terrified that his life is in danger and he doesn't have much time left. People were horrified after Keith Lee went to Seattle to try sushi, with a haunting clip showing an alleged worm on one of the raw fishes being consumed as it was crawling and moving up and down, with many saying it will lay eggs, hatch, and end the life of its host within just a few weeks. And if he or you get terrifying symptoms like abdominal pain and nausea after sushi, as they immediately target the brain and nervous system, then rushing to the ER will already be too late to save you. With it being more common than you think, as 75% of raw salmon contains the roundworm larvae waiting to hatch, and many don't survive within just weeks.
A recent study found a 283-fold increase in a type of parasitic worm that you find in fish.
Keith Lee has yet to speak up, maybe to potentially not defame the business. The restaurant has denied it, and other people, including me, believe it's just bonito flake.
Specialists in this fishy industry even spoke out. After zooming in on the fish, they claim they saw something moving. That's right, moving. Suddenly, people started screaming worm in the comments section like it was the latest plot twist in a horror movie. And you know TikTok, it's like a wildfire. The clip spread faster than you could say sashimi, however you pronounce it. People began worrying if Keith Lee was okay after ingesting the moving critter, begging him to go get tested if he had not done so. Now Keith, being the stand-up guy he is, didn't just ignore the drama. He took to TikTok to clear the air.
Straight to it. We went to a place called FizzFam in Seattle the other day. Somebody slowed the video down, and it did appear that something moved. 1000% transparency. I didn't see anything until somebody pointed it out. I can't confirm or deny what it was, but I can confirm I am okay. I appreciate the people who actually did reach out and was worried about me. I'm alright. The only reason I'm making this video is because I just saw a video of somebody who went the day after us, and now they hospitalized. Just me and my character and who I am as a person. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna say something about it. I send my heart and I send my blessings to that person that's in the hospital. And I've already said 1,000 times, I don't believe in tearing out any business. But at the same time, people's health are on the line. So if somebody's saying they're in the hospital and there's something moving in food, I absolutely think there's accountability that should be taken. And it's something that you can learn from it. For the restaurant to post a statement and indicate that me holding the sushi or me holding the chopsticks a certain way is why the sushi moved, I personally don't agree with it. Because I've had sushi 1,000 times and I held sushi 1,000 different ways, and never once have I seen sushi behaving that way. Again, that's not me saying it was a worm or it was a parasite. I'm just saying it was nothing that I did on my end. I literally was just eating as a customer. And as a customer, I shouldn't be the one getting blamed for if it was something moving in the food. At the end of the day, it's sushi, it's raw fish. There is risk and it's stuff that come with eating raw food, and I understand that fully. I just personally would wish that they would come out and they would be more accountable about it. Nonetheless, only thing I can do is control what I do. And I'm coming out and I'm saying I'm okay. And I pray for the lady who's in the hospital. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. This is my first and only time speaking on this. I'll be safe.
Saying I didn't notice anything myself at first, but when someone pointed it out, yeah, I saw it. I can't confirm or deny if it was a worm, but I'm fine. And I appreciate everyone who checked on me. Keith, we love a king who keeps it real. Meanwhile, FOB Sushi Bar clapped back on Instagram saying, that's not a worm. It's just natural elasticity in the fish from the pressure of Keith Lee's chopsticks. Elastic fish? Anyone? I don't know about y'all, but I've never ordered a sushi roll and thought, wow, the elasticity on this tuna is quite exquisite. What do y'all think? Is that a thing? But wait, it gets spicier. Keith revealed in his follow-up video after his visit, he saw reports of someone allegedly being hospitalized from eating at the same restaurant the very next day.
If you saw my recent video, you saw that my girlfriend had FOB Sushi and we're currently in the hospital as we speak because of the FOB Sushi. But I will be addressing this comment right here just to tell you guys and show you guys that we are not doing this for clout. So right here is the FOB Sushi that we had. We had it Monday around this obviously the time 2:03. This is all that we had. The next day my girlfriend started texting me saying that she started to have food poisoning. She was pooping a lot. She laid down for 5 seconds, her stomach started hurt again, and then she started just pooping straight liquid. So during nighttime around 5:40, she woke up again and started pooping just straight blood. I told her to go to urgent care. She was too scared to go at the moment, but she said that if it got worse, she would make a doctor's appointment. So basically we called the care provider and then they told us to go into the ER because it's obviously not normal to be pooping out blood. And when she got there with her dad, she basically had to get morphine and oxycodone for the pain that she was having. And then she got a stool test on her poop and basically to see if there's any bacteria, which brings us here today. And basically she doesn't have a due date to go home because it's still to be determined because she's still pooping and she's still having stomach aches. But she did have a CAT scan and it did say that her colons were inflamed and that there was a lot of bacteria in her stomach area. And we did get the stool test back and the nurse basically came in saying that her sugar toxin levels are positive and that there is a form of E. coli that is in her stomach. So we're not posting this as a lie to gain clout or anything. We actually did have Fob Sushi. She did get E. coli from it. No hate towards Fob Sushi. If you support them, you support them. No hate towards that at all. We're just saying that if you do have it, be careful. We did see Keith Lee's video. We saw about the whole worm controversy, and we're just telling you guys to be careful on our end.
Now, Keith was careful not to connect the dots or point fingers, but you could tell he was just as concerned as we are. And it seems like FOB's Sushi Bar is taking the situation seriously.
Things have gone downhill for Fob Sushi since then. Let me get to the too long, I don't want to listen to you anymore. Fob Sushi locations in Belltown and in Bellevue, Washington have been closed indefinitely per Fob Sushi on an announcement on their Instagram page. They have a third location, a poke bar, that is on Capitol Hill. That's another part of the city of Seattle. That appears to be staying open. Now, let's go over the timeline of what happened. Keith Lee, Sunday a week ago, goes to Fob Sushi, gives it a solid rating. He wasn't happy with the rice. Gummy rice is not going to get me through the door into a sushi restaurant. I love sushi. Then what happens is lots of people start going, there's something moving on the sushi, bro. Your sushi, it's wiggling. It's not supposed to wiggle. And a lot of people are going, was that a worm? Fob Sushi on Wednesday comes out with this long statement, basically kind of blaming Keith.
After all the heat, they decided to temporarily shut down both their Seattle and Bellevue location. In their statement, they said, "Your health and safety are our highest priorities." They also promised a full investigation and vowed to address any concerns before reopening. I mean, good move, but let's just be real. This kind of drama is hard to bounce back from. And just when you thought it was over, FOB Sushi posted a letter from their supplier, Young Ocean Inc., explaining how they freeze and store their seafood to eliminate parasites. The supplier insisted they never had food safety issues before and remained committed to quality. Yet here we are. But isn't that what every restaurant says after a scandal? Keith also chimed in with the PSA. "I don't believe in tearing down businesses, but people's health is on the line."
Straight to it. We went to a place called Fob Sushi in Seattle the other day. Somebody slowed the video down, and it did appear that something moved. 1000% transparency. I didn't see anything until somebody pointed out. I can't confirm or deny what it was, but I can confirm I am okay. I appreciate the people who actually did reach out and was worried about me. I'm alright. The only reason I'm making this video is because I just saw a video of somebody who went the day after us, and now they hospitalized. Just me and my character and who I am as a person. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna say something about it. I send my heart and I send my blessings to that person that's in the hospital. And I've already said 1,000 times, I don't believe in tearing down any business. But at the same time, people's health are on the line. So if somebody's saying they're in the hospital and there's something moving in food, I absolutely think there's accountability that should be taken, and it's something that you can learn from it. For the restaurant to post a statement and indicate that me holding the sushi or me holding the chopsticks a certain way is why the sushi moved, I personally don't agree with it. Because I've had sushi 1,000 times and I held sushi 1,000 different ways, and never once have I seen sushi behaving that way. Again, that's not me saying it was a worm or it was a parasite. I'm just saying it was nothing that I did on my end. I literally was just eating as a customer. And as a customer, I shouldn't be the one getting blamed for if it was something moving in the food. At the end of the day, it's sushi, it's raw fish. There is risk and it's stuff that come with eating raw food, and I understand that fully. I just personally would wish that they would come out and they would be more accountable about it. Nonetheless, only thing I can do is control what I do. And I'm coming out and I'm saying I'm okay. And I pray for the lady who's in the hospital. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. This is my first and only time speaking on this.
Preach, Keith. But let's not forget the role of the health department in this sushi soap opera. Seattle and King County Public Health confirmed they're investigating the complaints after the viral video. When inspectors showed up, though, the restaurant was already closed. They promised to follow up and ensure food safety measures are being met. So yeah, this story is far from over, y'all. So Champagne Gang, here's the big question. Would you give FOB Sushi another shot after this whole fiasco? Or is this sushi drama too raw for your taste? Personally, I'm keeping my sushi orders simple for a while. Rice and avocado, anyone? Drop in the comments and let me know your thoughts, because I know y'all have opinions on this one. And as always, thank you for sipping, savoring, and spilling with me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn those notifications on so you'll never miss another spill. Until next time, always remember, if it doesn't cause you to elevate, it's causing you to depreciate. Now raise those glasses, clink, and let's drink till we meet again. Ta-ta.
So I've never had sperm cramps before. Didn't know those existed. Kind of wish I still didn't know they existed, but here I am. But it does remind me of something that happened within the past week. So about a week ago, I had really bad sushi from Demoishi. Bad take on my part, but you live and learn. And within 3 hours of eating said sushi, I was in indescribable pain. And I don't mean indescribable in the sense that it is the worst pain I've ever felt. I mean indescribable in the sense that I have never felt this pain before. It was this stomach pain that would like pulse up and down every 5 minutes or so, just kind of like a roller coaster, just up, peak, and then back down, just to surprise me 5 minutes down the road. And after putting my symptoms into Google and WebMD was convinced that I had
anisakiasis.
So after that little diagnosis, I eventually make my way back home and check in with my dear old mother because I'm running out of options. I'm probably on my deathbed. What else do I have to lose? I at least want some chicken noodle soup before I kick the bucket. And after describing my symptoms that I punched into Google, dear old mother looked at me with the straightest of faces and said, "You have food poisoning. Those are stomach cramps." Huh. And then I threw up. Yeah. So here I am, a week later, miraculously surviving said incident, and it's finally clicking in my little head. Those were stomach cramps. You're telling me some people have to endure those once a month? What? No!
Good morning, guys. I can't believe I'm doing this because the state I'm in, but I have been posting consistently every single day for almost 2 months and have been MIA a little bit. Well, I'm going to be a little MIA today. I won't have an outfit video or get ready with me video, and I wanted to tell you guys why. So let's do a little story time, shall we? Yesterday we went to Fresno to get our hair done. I went with my sister. I told you guys that. Gianna was with me, whatever. Afterwards we went to go get food. Okay. And the place that we really wanted to go to was so busy. The line was like wrapped around the entire restaurant. So we were like, that's not a vibe. So there was a sushi place like across the street, and we figured like, I'm sure it's good. You know, this area is good, whatever. No. Our first sign should have been that when she went into the bathroom, the floor was like covered in a thick layer of like grease. It was so slippery in there. I was like, someone's definitely going to fall and hurt themselves. Whatever. Like we went to the bathroom, whatever. We were like, okay, maybe the cleaning product they used was just oily. Sit down, order appetizers. The edamame was really good. So we were like, okay, this is good. And then we got like gyozas. And those were like 5 out of 10. But we were like, okay, it's just the appetizer, you know? And then we get our rolls. So we ordered 2 rolls each because we were so hungry. We got like a small roll and then we got like a fancy roll. The small roll was good. Like it was whatever. Then the big fancy roll was so gross. Like I took a bite out of it and it was like there was something in the roll that was like hard and chewy. Like there, and I was like, mine's weird. Like, and she was like, she just looked at me and hers looks so good. She got like one that's called a volcano roll. So they put like hot on top, but the roll itself is like a fresh fish one. So she took a bite out of hers and she was like, so I was like, okay, maybe it was just me. So I took another bite out of my roll and I realized that the crunchy chewy part is the cucumber that they put in my roll, and the cucumber had freezer burn. So as I pulled out like a piece of cucumber, it was like that clear, you know, cucumber shouldn't be like a clear color. So it was like clear looking, and I was like, "Get?" And so Jenna looked at hers, and she was like, "No." So then at that point, I was like, "Well, I'm just not gonna eat this roll. I'll just eat the other small roll." It was fine. So I was like, eating mine, and Gianna just stopped eating after like one bite out of each roll. And I was like, "You're not gonna eat?" And it was like a fancier place. It was like $40 for each of us. And she was like, if that's frozen, imagine how they store the fish. And I was all, I'm done. So we just sat there with our full rolls. Neither of us said anything. My sister was like, you guys should have told them that you couldn't eat it and that you weren't going to pay for it. But we were both like, what are we going to do? So we literally just asked for the check and left. And both of us, I just almost forgot an important detail. As we were almost going to leave, a cook comes out from the back and Gianna sees them and she was like, she just looked really dirty. Like there was food all over her. She said she saw food in her hair was down. And I was just like, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here now. I went and sat in the car and we sat in silence for like 30 minutes. That's when like the stomach queasiness hit. And by the time we got back, she threw up twice. And I didn't throw up, but my stomach is just like so upset. And so now we're here. Our fun little Monday off turned into us getting food poisoning, basically. So that's why I won't be posting anything today. And I had to take today off, which is stupid because I already had Monday off. So I'll only get like 3 outfit videos this week. This is what I'm thinking about. I'm like, I'm only going to have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But whatever. I'm just going to lay in bed and read. And the worst part is that I'm so hungry, but my stomach still feels like queasy. So I can't eat because I feel like I'm going to throw up if I eat. Like I could tell my body's hungry because we didn't even eat. We ate like 1 piece from each of our rolls. It was just... Anyway, but yeah, that's where I'm at today. So just wanted to explain. But I love you guys. And I hope your day is better than mine. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Keith Lee may have eaten a worm in his sushi, and we now have an update. So this is the worm right here. I'm going to show you a video in a moment of the worm, so be prepared because it's disgusting. But it now appears that the Fob's Sushi location where he ordered the sushi has now closed 2 of their locations. Keith Lee has also made a statement.
The sashimi?
Whatever that is, a worm, parasite, I don't know, but Keith Lee actually ate it. A viewer zoomed in noticing the movement and it's just gone viral. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone has seen it. And Fob Sushi did issue a response. Unfortunately, it's probably not the statement they should have released. They didn't really take ownership of it. They started off thanking and saying they were honored that Keith Lee was at their restaurant. And then they explained what was in the video, that it's been circulating, that there were claims worms were found in the sashimi, and that they said they wanted to address it. And they said how high of the standards they have when purchasing the sashimi and how they prepare it. But unfortunately, then they went on to basically blame Keith Lee for the movement. They said, regarding the video, the movement observed in the fish may result from natural elasticity or the pressure of chopsticks when applied to its structure. We want to assure our customers that this is not indicative of worms or any health concerns. So Keith Lee has finally decided to address this in his first video since, and this is what he had to say.
We went to a place called Five Sushi in Seattle the other day. Somebody slowed the video down, and it did appear that something moved. I can't confirm or deny what it was, but I can confirm I am okay. The only reason I'm making this video is because I just saw a video of somebody who went the day after us, and now they hospitalized. So if somebody's saying they're in the hospital and there's something moving in food, I absolutely think there's accountability that should be taken.
Keith had also seen their statement basically saying it was something that he did in movement of the chopsticks or whatever, and this is his response.
I personally don't agree with it, because I've had sushi 1,000 times and I held sushi 1,000 different ways, and never once have I seen sushi behaving that way. Again, that's not me saying it was a worm or it was a parasite. I'm just saying it was nothing that I did on my end. I literally was just eating it as a customer. I just personally would wish that they would come out and they would be more accountable about it.
Never have I had sushi that behaves this way, he says. I don't want sushi that behaves at all. It does appear that Fob Sushi is stepping up and taking more accountability now for this. They just posted this statement 2 days ago to their Instagram account saying, "Dear valued customers, in response to recent food safety concerns, we've decided to close our Fob Sushi locations in Seattle and Bellevue until further notice. Your health and safety are our highest priorities. We're conducting a thorough investigation to address the situation and will take all necessary measures to prevent it from happening again. To our community, we are deeply grateful for your years of support and sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. We remain dedicated to providing you with the highest quality sushi.